Alright, it's Tribulation Day 24. The tribulation continues. For me, my personal tribulation, my internet is down, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to have it back up again. So I'm going to make this video blog, and today my mission is to go out there and just try and get on the internet someplace other than my normal place, which is the studio, the lab, where everything percolates. But yesterday was frustrating, Monday mayhem, the craziness of Mondays. All sorts of stuff was happening, but, it made me realize, the tribulation, economically, a term that I use a lot is that people are, clinging to, they're hanging in there by the skin of their teeth. Or another term we use is, I'm just above water. I'm still above water, because when you go below water, you're drowning. But those are like terms we use, to describe our lives, and it's, kind of sucks because it's not the American dream. It's not middle class when you're, barely hanging in there, going check to check, just above water. And the system, the way it's set up is if you got a lot of money, the system totally works for you. Everything's free practically, But when you're got no money, or you're just hanging in there, clinging by the skin of your teeth, just above water, the system is set up to grab you like a shark, like Jaws. And it's not really water, it's more like quicksand, because it just sucks you down under, man, with a force, because that's how the system's set up, for example, like your bank account. People that got a lot of money, they get free checking, and, even though the bank could charge them extra money and they wouldn't even know about it, they don't. They give them free checking. Whereas people that got no money but need a checking account to pay their bills or whatever, but are living kind of like check to check, they have to pay for their account because they don't have enough money in there, and then they get charged for overdrafts and all sorts of other things, which is crazy because they don't have any money to begin with. But that's where all the fees that banks collect come from, are from people with no money. And the same thing for, like the phone company, like AT&T, if you got internet from them, every time they flick their little switch, they charge you $30 extra because you were late maybe 1 month, which is crazy. It's insane because, if you can't pay your bill, charging you extra money ain't going to help you pay it anymore. That just means the next month you're going to have an even harder time paying your bill. So thank you very much, AT&T. But I'm not singling out anybody in particular. Foreclosures, man, I don't know who all's gone into foreclosure out there. I've gone through a foreclosure. And if you've never gone through a foreclosure, it's like the dark side reaches out and snatches you, man, because, you may have bought your house and lived in your house and thought everything was okay, but the minute you're like a month late, you get a notice. Second month, boom, you start going into foreclosure. They start zapping you with late fees, which you can't really pay because, you can't really pay just your mortgage. That's why you were late. So the next thing you know, it's sucking you down like quicksand, and you're several months into foreclosure. And you kind of take the attitude of screw it, I can't get out of it, I'll just walk away. So that sucks too. Anyway, around the world, news is crazy. We got volcanoes going off in Chile again, down in Mexico. The ecoli, they have no idea, where it's coming from, vegetables or what. So, I think this is a foreboding indicator of something more sinister to come. For all we know, it could be like a country like Russia, or, even, jihad, whatever, unleashing some kind of chemical mutated E. coli into the system, man, just testing it out before they release it on, a bigger population. The weather's still crazy, out here in San Jose, still, cold and cloudy and rainy, and in the Midwest now they're having like a super heat wave and huge fires, man, and, if you ask me, all that soot, all that volcanic ash, all of it's going up into the atmosphere, and I think it's part of what's actually happening is a global cooling, which I think is still kind of accelerating, so it's going to be maybe even colder next year, man. And I got an article on the website, get your parkers and get your sunblock. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off, man. My mission is to go out there and somehow get on the internet and get this uploaded. Check the accounts. You know, we got a subscriber out there, so welcome on board, whoever the heck you are. You know, we had the wiener fiasco yesterday. You know, that's a sign of the times, man. This guy gets up, just bold-faced lies to America, and then gets up 3 days later and says, I'm keeping my job, man. I'm just gonna go on back to work. You know, if that's what's going on, you know, once again, a dark sign of, you know, our times. Anyway, I'm going to go get my tribulation on, keep the faith, think positive. I am going to, you know, come up with some really cool thinking forward, positive type stuff to help out, rather than just point out how shitty it all is. But, man, that's the tribulation, is that everything, you know, pretty much goes to hell. All right, peace out.